What's up? What's up? What's up? We back at it, bro. Where we at? It's late night. We back to it, bro. We got to catch up, man. We on our way. We closing the gap, man. But we ain't all the way there. We know it's 2 o'clock. Ain't nobody up. We'll get somebody up. Somebody will show up. There you go. Somebody gonna show up. What's up? Hello to you, man. Come over here and hit the comment section. Say hello to us. A lot of these women, they mad because they ugly, man. And nobody cares about an ugly man. Nobody cares about a man that's going through it. Nobody cares about his suffering, right? But these women, they all on here, man, talking crazy, man. They on here talking about they entitled to a good man. They entitled to a man. They entitled to the man that's gonna change their life. They all got that, man. Gimme attitude, man. Gimme attitude. They all got that attitude. They always think they should have it. Why should you have it? Why? Why? Let me go and get this thing, man. Hold on. Let me show you this. Let me get this thing right here, video. Let me see if I find it. Let's check this one out right here. Fair use, fair use.
The face of like ugly girls on like.
Oh, British sister right here, man. She got that little British little accent, man. She talking out here talking about she ugly, man. Look at that. Big old African motherfucker. Now you got to understand, this is how they feel, right? We get it. Society does it too. Society doesn't help. But this is how she feels. Check it out. Fair use.
I'm the face of like ugly girls on like for UK TikTokers. Apparently, that's what people.
Now, right there, you know what? Let me back that up just a little bit. Right there, you see that hand though? You see that hand? See, that's what I'm saying. What they don't understand, you can't be ashy out here. You can't be crusty, man. You can't be crusty. See, and then you can see. We get that. You think you ugly, okay, but you can't be crusty. You can't be crusty. That ain't something about thinking. It's about getting a bottle of lotion, lathering up that hand. Get that hand wet. Get that crust off. Because you can't be ugly and crusty. That ain't gonna work.
That's what people were saying. That's why they use my face in the video.
Hi, my name is Antonia and I'm known as Anto's Corner on social media, and I was brutally dragged by society because they said I'm an unattractive girl that goes to.
Yeah, see, I don't agree with that. I don't know what's going on, man, because I'm looking at this TikTok and all these women out here calling themselves these names. What's going on? Is it me? Maybe it's me. I've never seen that where women just openly insulting themselves. This chick hand is white, man. This chick black, her hand white with the crust. Look at that. Look at that hand, bro. Look at that hand. Yeesh.
UK TikTokers for UK TikTokers on like for UK TikTokers.
Look at that. Nigga take you out. You got a big hand too, don't it? See, we ain't even talking about that. She got a big motherfucking hand. But then again, some niggas though, I could do something with it, man. I like that big hand. Look at that.
On like for.
But I don't like that. I don't like it crusty like that. It can't be crusty. Okay, you a chick, you got big hands. No, no, I could have. You know what I'm saying, man? One time though, on the back end, my nigga, he probably got the big feet. You got there, you got the big ass hand. Like damn. Well, I'm a freaky nigga though. I'm a freaky nigga though, but no, you gotta put some oil on that shit, man. Hey man, we gotta lather you up, man. We gotta put some grease on you, man. Oh man, no. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's a lack of femininity too. These women, and we got more. They be talking they ugly. They're not feminine. They don't get that. You need to investigate your feminine side. You don't need to have no motherfucking construction fucking hands like you've been lifting bricks and shit like that. Why you gotta have construction hands?
I'm the face of like ugly girls on like for UK TikTokers apparently.
Right there. Come on, man. Man, come on, man. You tripping, man. Man, you tripping. You all right. Nobody don't think you ugly, man, but damn. You got some big fucking hands. Now, you need to put nails on them motherfuckers. You need to put oil on there, put nails on. You need to self-care. Take time, get your hands right. You got some big ass hands. Some niggas, you know, and I hate to say it, I like that. I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that big ass fucking hand you got, but I can't fuck with it's all crusty and shit like that. If it's all crusty, I can't do nothing with it. My niggas in the chat box say they fuck with the hand. Dola might say he fuck with that hand for a minute. For a minute, huh? Says she ain't pretty, but she's manageable. I got you, man. You could do something with it, man. She tripping, bro. She tripping. And she ain't helping herself. You gotta do something with them hands. You a woman, you have them some big ass. Them's a big hand. I'm a freaky nigga. I'm gonna be for real. I'm a freaky nigga. I fuck with her. Now, I couldn't be with her. No, that couldn't be my woman. Nothing regular, but we got to get that. We got to grease them hands up, man. See, you know what? I don't like where it hit the wrist. See, you know what? When she say unattractive, I like everything, but when her hand hit, I don't like them white crease. I don't like that. On some real shit, that's not attractive. I don't like your hand all dry and crackled like that. I don't have a problem with how big that motherfucker is. Too big. If you want to be for real, that's way too big. Woman's hands are naturally small. When your hand that's a big ass hand. That's a big hand. He said that's a content creator. Okay.
That's what people were saying. That's why they use my face in the video.
Hi, my name is Antonia and I'm known as Anto's Corner on social media, and I was brutally dragged by society because they said I'm an unattractive girl that goes to uni. But I just want to tell you guys that it made me stronger, and I'm not going to stop posting videos.
I felt sorry for her.
Was she ugly?
Definitely, proper ugly. But do you know what it is? But if someone's ugly, they're fucking ugly.
I know, but I'm just saying, but to me, as an older
into
person,
beautiful to someone that finds
can I say something?
She's ugly.
But
UK nigga on here going there now. Now, don't say I'm American. Old London ass nigga, he going in on her.
as I've gotten older,
Not even ugly, ugly.
As I've gotten,
you have to use the H.
I think the issue is whether you allow that person's opinion of you and their validation to dictate.
Well, this is the thing about her. I'm real. No, I'm being for real. We got to be for real. Look, boo, all you got to do is do something about your hair. You got your hairline's way too far back. And you got the wrong attitude. You got to get away from the UK. Them niggas over there, a lot of them niggas is funny acting. They be acting weak and shit. We like bitches in America. You be straight over here. These niggas out here like them big ass hands. You got them big old, that'd be a part of the game. That'd be a part of the game. They'd be like, oh, she got them. So look at the old motherfucker sitting up there with them old big ass hands. So yeah, I'm gonna do something with her. Yeah. Sound like a big old grizzly looking ugly motherfucker with big hands and shit and big feet. Damn. Now I'm telling you, man, she ain't giving herself credit, man. We ain't no UK niggas. Them UK niggas. That's them UK niggas. No, we talking about here in America, man. Shit. And niggas will tap your ass up down here. Send your ass back with a bunch of motherfucking baby in them big ass hands. Big ass oversized hands. But you gotta do something about that head, man. You gotta put some lipstick on. But you need to move, whoever you are. Y'all need to reach out to a man, tell him to migrate over here to America. Niggas will bust that thing wide open like a watermelon. She playing with that big old African ass. Big ass hands, big hands. Then she need to go get a dating profile up, put big hands will travel. My nigga just said he on his way to work, but he down. There you go. Nigga said he down. There you go. Yeah, out now. The hair, see, this is what happens, man. When women be around women who can't help them, like she around her mom, this is what happens to them. As a woman, you got to do things to help yourself. You can't let your hairline push back like that. You know what? When it get that far back, you got to go ahead and get it. You got to go get a hair piece to cover that space right there. Get your lipstick on, your lashes, oil your body up. You can't be crusty. You cannot be a crusty woman. You got to put some lotion on. You got to lotion up. If your skin real dry, you got to lotion it up a lot. You got to constantly lotion your skin so it's oiled. Get them creams in your skin. And that's the thing. See, a lot of these women, that's what I'm saying. I saw the dude. This dude right here, hater. Oh, UK ass nigga. This nigga a hater. This nigga a hater. You can't let niggas like that bite at you like that. See, and that's the thing. A lot of times these women, y'all just don't fuck with the right niggas. Y'all don't fuck with the right niggas, man. That's y'all biggest problem. Y'all fuck with these simps. She got I ain't even talking about, I don't want her money. I don't want her money, but she got some money coming on the social media side.
I'm the face of like ugly girls on like for UK TikTokers, apparently. That's what people were saying. That's why they use my face in the video.
Hi, my name is Antonia and I'm known as Anto's Corner on social media, and I was brutally dragged by society because they said...
Well, see, this is the thing though. If you're a female and you don't embrace your feminine side, it's your fault. You can't put that on men. If you're a female and you don't embrace your feminine side, the feminine side of you, you resist it. You let your hands, look at her hands. You let your hands get all white. Hold up.
I'm the face of like ugly girls on like for UK TikTokers, apparently.
Look at that. You let your hand, look how big that hand is. Bro, that ain't, women don't have big hands like that. That's just that, nope, they don't. That's just not how women are configured. And you know what, all my life, man, and I'm not trying to hate, the pretty bitches have small hands. They have small feet. They have small hands. Don't get mad at me, man. In my life, that's what I've seen. Whenever I'm dealing with a real pretty motherfucker, I don't know. They be having little bitty hands and shit. You're like, what? What size you wear? A 4? Just wait a minute. No, this you, because you're a grown-ass woman. You be like, you wear a size 4? My girl wore 11. Wait a minute. You wear a 4? Yeah, I don't know what that is. What? Tell me what that is. Look at that big-ass hand right there. I don't need to see her face. If a woman show me that hand, I know she don't look good. But I'm a freaky nigga though. I'm gonna say it again. I ain't ashamed of that shit, nigga. I'm a freaky nigga. You know, I can fuck with that big ass hand, you know, but she gotta grease it up, man. Put some oil on that mom. Gotta oil that thing up, man. Soften it up, man. All hard. Hard, old crocodile skin. Dry. No, I said I can't do it then. What's wrong with a woman doing women shit? What's wrong with doing women shit?
That's what people were saying. That's why they use my face in the video.
Hi, my name is Antonia and I'm known as Anto's Corner on social media, and I was brutally dragged by society because they said I'm an unattractive girl that goes to uni. But I just want to tell you guys that it made me stronger, and I'm not going to stop posting videos.
I felt sorry for her.
Was she ugly? Definitely, proper ugly. But do you know what it is? But if someone's ugly, they're fucking ugly.
I know, but I'm just saying. But to me, as an older
into
person,
beautiful to someone that finds
can I say
that.
something?
That nigga there, he don't get bitches. And it ain't about getting ugly women. I'm just saying how he talking, he don't get bitches.
She's ugly.
But as I've gotten older,
not even ugly, ugly.
As I've gotten,
you have to use the H.
I think the issue is whether you allow that person's opinion of you and their validation to dictate your own destiny. But I don't care. Before, when I was younger, I used to let that affect me because I'm always like, okay, what did I do to make that person?
Yeah, that's our own fault, man. That's what I'm saying. What women don't understand is if you talking like that, why would a nigga want to be with you? That's self-hate. And you know, it's out there it's out there. She been broken out here. She been out here. She got strong African features. She don't have her hair game together. She don't want to do, she don't got no lashes, no lipstick. She not doing the things that women should do. She not doing them. And she just up there talking, right? She right. So any nigga who even fuck with that, you losing, man. What's up with you, man? We finna go over this, man. We got more women claiming they ugly. Some of them might be right, though, huh? Some of them. Some of them, right? Check it out. Fair use.
Men are fickle. Men are fickle as hell. And yes, they're going to treat you different based off of their level of attraction to you. This is just my own lived experience. I am 5'1". I've been as heavy as 210 pounds. I've been as tiny as 117 pounds. I am currently a retired bodybuilder. So I've been muscular, I've been petite, I've been thick, and I've just been straight up fat. And the type of men that I attracted and the amount of men that I attracted were all different amongst those different type of phases that I was in. If you are not that man's type, that man is not going to like you, and he's just not going to treat you nice. Point blank, period. It's very important that you find out what the type is of that man, and you can kind of secretly do it. If you follow them on social media, try to see if you can cheat the algorithm to see if there's women on their timeline, and look at who they're following, look at the type of women that they're following. Typically, that's their type. If you don't match that type, that man's not going to be nice to you. Men typically are very faithful to their type.
Now, let's look at that. She said nice to you. What she means, you hear that? Her idea of nice is being with her. Now, you see what I'm saying? What do I do with being nice? If he ain't interested in you, he ain't interested in you. But if he's not interested, he's a bad man. He's a mean man because he won't date you. How's he not? What is that? He just basically said, you ain't my type. I ain't feeling you. I might. Oh, he's bad. You said the game go, man. No matter what a man does, he's always wrong. It just don't matter. Whatever he does, he's wrong. If he tells a woman, you are not my type, I'm not interested, he's bad. He's mean. If he tells a woman he don't want to date her no more, or he don't call her no more, he's bad. He's mean. That's what we talking about. Look at this chick up here running her mouth.
Like, look at.
And we know she can get men. This chick right here, she can get niggas.
At Jason Momoa, like he was married to Lisa Bonet and they got divorced, and what did he go do? He got a younger version of the exact replica of Lisa Bonet. Tisha Campbell's ex-husband, he literally did the same thing. He got a replica of Tisha Campbell. Men have it already in their brain, like what type of woman that they like see themselves being with.
That's why you got to be in shape, man. You got to keep it up, man. You don't want that to happen to you. Get your ass in the gym. Watch what you eat. And guess what? Who said life was fair? Maybe you can never have a piece of chicken. Maybe you got to go vegan. Maybe you got to stop because of your man in your life. You can't have it both ways. See, that's where our society has misled people. It's always about, okay, I'll be able to do it when. Fuck that. You can never do it no more. You can never do it no more. You got to tell people, I had my last piece of chicken in 2010. I got married. I had my last bologna sandwich. I had my last steak 2010. All I eat is tomatoes and onions, a little bit of lettuce, and a spoon of honey. That's all I eat. For the last 15 years, I ain't had nothing else but that. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a woman who wants to maintain her relationship with her man. That's a woman who's looking for, I want to be with this man. I want to love this man. I want to be a woman who's in his life. For the last 12 years, all I eat is a piece of a tomato, a couple of leaves of lettuce, half an onion, couple of teaspoons of honey. I haven't had anything other than that for the last. That's a good woman. I wish, man. That's some marriage material right there. That's a woman that you marry. That's a woman that you get. You gotta get on your knees for her, man. You gotta lay out there with that ring. Oh, I do. Will you marry me? Now, see, I do it the other way. I don't ask, will you marry? I get on my knees, put the ring out, and I put, I do. I do. So she can put her hand in that ring. I do. She don't eat. She get up, run 2 miles in the morning. She work out hard for me. That's a good woman. That's a good woman.
Like they do kind of like have like a physical dream girl type in their brain. And when you're not that type, you're not going to exist to them. At least not on a level where if they decide to entertain you, they are going to treat you accordingly. Pretty privilege is a thing. Pretty privilege is how I got my first job out of college at one of the most prestigious hospitals in the world with absolutely no experience, because one of the main people making the decisions was a man who was very attracted to me. Mm-hmm. And I picked up on this during the interview. Most of anything that's been male dominated in my life, I have been able to get it and receive it because that man was attracted to me.
What's wrong with that? That's how the world works.
Men and really society in general rewards beauty, and they reward it in different ways. And so when you aren't at the objective standard of beauty, men, you don't exist to men. Men are not going to pay attention to you, and you're still going to attract men still, but that's the next point I'm going to get into. There is a tiered system. There's a tiered system of body type.
Look, first of all, I follow where she's going with it, right? But as a woman, you got to have your shit together. Because men are superficial, women are supposed to be attractive. As a woman, you can't let yourself go. Your hands are all too big. You got to put nails on the end of them things, man. You got to get them hands cleaned up. If you're going to have them big grandmama hands and you young, you got to get them things cleaned up. You got to get oil. You got to put lotion on your skin. You cannot be all crusty like that. Niggas ain't fucking with that. She said you were invisible. Not really. Not really. I mean, you don't have to be a man doesn't have to be attracted to you. I disagree with that. you're attractive, you're going to be attractive to somebody. So it just depends on how you take care of yourself. That's important. As adults, if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to suffer. Period. And what we see now is a bunch of women on here because of TikTok telling us how they suffering.
To how many and what type of men you're going to attract, as far and facially too, just physicality. Physicality is always going to determine the amount of men and the type of men that you attract, because you could attract, even if you're like severely overweight, you could attract a ton of men at 350 pounds. It's just going to typically be men that aren't as wealthy, men that usually are at or below the poverty line, or men that like kind of have some type of like fetish or something. It goes back to what I said before, a type. However, outside of that small percentage of a quote unquote type, if you are not.
What is up with this money, man? Why these women think they're going to get a nigga with some money, man? Like, them niggas ain't going to fuck with you, and niggas going to fuck you over anyhow. They really think these rich niggas going to fuck with them, come into their life and do what? You 350, you want a rich nigga? You 350 pounds, you want a rich nigga? Them my 600-pound life, it ain't no other niggas down there. But the women ain't rich. The dudes ain't rich. I saw a dude on my 600-pound life, black chick. Man, that chick was so big. That nigga went to McDonald's while they was filming it. That nigga got 8 sausage egg McMuffins. He got 8 of them joints. And he got like 8 hash browns and like 4 big breakfasts. And he set all of that food down. That woman put that in her bed. She put that in the bed. That woman ate 8 sausage. She ate the whole thing too, man. Now it's on there. I was a black chick. She ate 8, and then she ate the big, and then she ate all them hash browns. And then she ate that shit like it was good. Anybody that shit ain't good, man. You go there because you running to work or something, you can't get to the house. That shit ain't good. I just look and say, how you eat that? Big chick too, man. Brother in the back too, man. She said he helps me eat every morning. He said I go get her breakfast every morning. I said, you eating McDonald's? You 600 pounds and you sucking down McDonald's? Like, damn. But these niggas out here, these niggas thirsty, man. These niggas thirsty, man. They thirsty niggas. They thirsty, bruh.
Not objectively beautiful, men are not going to pay attention to you. Some people are on here giving advice saying that you can figure out, if a man cares about attractiveness, in correlation to their niceness based off of how they treat the waitress or how they treat their mom and stuff like that. And I don't believe that, okay? Anyone can wear a mask. This is what I think you should do to see. Get a celebrity's before and after picture. Someone that looked great and someone who has aged or someone who has gained weight, and just show it to him. Don't even say anything. Just show it to him and just look at his face. Within the first 5 seconds, pay attention to his micro expressions and see his face. That will tell you everything you need to know about how that man will potentially view you once you get older, if you gain weight, after you give birth and have children.
Don't gain weight. Why is she making this harder than it is? Get your ass in the gym. Get your fat ass in the gym and lose weight.
That's going to tell you everything you need to know. And men are very honest about this. They're on all these podcasts and they're talking about this. They say they want women who are younger. Well, if they're telling you that they want women that are younger, you're going to get married to someone when you're 25. So then you're going to be, 35, then 45, then 55, okay?
You're going to be divorced. You forgot that part. Motherfucker ain't gonna be married to no motherfucker for 30. Who's gonna be married for 30 years? This motherfucker, bro, she's something else.
Some people are on here giving advice saying that you can figure out, you know, if a man cares about attractiveness, you know, in correlation to their niceness based off of how they treat the waitress or how they treat their mom and stuff like that. And I don't believe that, okay? Anyone can wear a mask. This is what I think you should do to see. Get a celebrity's before and after picture. Someone that looked great and someone who has aged or someone who has gained weight, and just show it to him. Don't even say anything. Just show it to him and just look at his face. Within the first like 5 seconds, pay attention to his micro expressions and see his face. That will tell you everything you need to know about how that man will potentially view you once you get older, if you gain weight, after you give birth and have children. That's going to tell you everything you need to know. And men are very honest about this. They're on all these podcasts and they're talking about this. You know, they say they want women who are younger. Well, if they're telling you that they want women that are younger, you're going to get married to someone when you're 25. So then you're going to be, 35, then 45, then 55, okay? So you're going to be with this person who's already telling you that they like younger women, and while you're with them, all you're doing is getting older. So then guess what? They're going to be looking for another 25-year-old once you have aged out and once you look too old. If a man has been admiring you for...
What's wrong with that? See, that's what I'm saying. They're not trying to maintain no relationship. And I don't like women like that. This chick, right? I wouldn't like this chick. She got the wrong attitude. What you mean? You gonna leave me when I get older? Okay, you want me at 25. When I turn 39, you don't want me no more. So what about it? What you complaining about? I'm fucking with you now. I'm fucking with you now. While you 25, you got the best of the best. You turn 39, probably not. I tell up front, probably not. Unless you get your ass in the gym. If you stay in the gym, you watch what you eat. Don't do me like that. Do what you're supposed to do. Yeah, she's insecure. That's what I'm trying to say, man. She's insecure as hell.
Your body and how great your body looks, what's going to happen after you have children? Your body isn't going to look the same anymore. So then the initial attraction that he's basing this off of is going to fade away after you have children. And yes, you can get back in the gym and you can lose the weight, but your body's never going to look the same, okay? Stretch marks, C-section scars, all of that.
Men don't leave women because of childbirth.
That's a real thing. And a lot of women are subconscious about it because their body didn't always look like that. And they've been able to rely on the crutch of their physicality before children, and they don't have it anymore after they have children. This is why you'll find a lot of men cheating in a relationship or in a marriage once a woman has given birth, because their body has changed. And I hate to even be blunt about this, but you just don't hear men saying, I'm attracted to her stretch marks, I'm attracted to her C-section scar, I'm attracted to her weight gain. They're just not. And when men can't even fake it, they can't even fake it. If you're not attracted to them, that's it. They're not going to treat you the same. And if they do stick around, you're not going to get the maximum treatment that you could be getting if you actually were attracted, if you were attractive to them. Although it's rare, please find someone who is attracted to you as a person, okay? Find a man who cares about your thoughts, your opinions, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you treat other people, and not just your physicality. If he's always just admiring your beauty and he's not admiring anything else about you, proceed with caution, because anything could happen. Anything could happen. You could get sick, you could have an accident. Anything could happen. And if you're only relying on the crutch of your beauty with the man and you're trying to be with this man long term, you need to reevaluate the man that you're with, because beauty fades and we get older, and you need to be with someone who likes the internal.
Not attracted to is crazy. It is literally like night and day. Okay? Pretty privilege is such a real thing, and the day that like everybody wakes up to it, we'd probably be much better off as a society, because what I witnessed today is crazy. Like, when men are unattracted to you, it's just like, okay, you're just fucking there. But when they're attracted to you, the doors get opened. It's like, oh, do you need anything? Here, let me help you pick up that bag. Okay? Like, oh, do you need me to do this for you? Can I help you? Oh, you look so nice today. Like, it's just opened my eyes, especially being a flight attendant. Okay? Like, you come to work and look good, the men are great. Okay? But it's just, if you're not,
like a cute flight attendant. I'm flying and shit, little pretty motherfucker walking back and forth up the aisle. Little sisterhood got a little bottom heavy like that shit. Hell yeah. I'm with that, man. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna say, hey, you can have the window seat. Who's this thick motherfucker walking up and down the aisle? And what's wrong with that? And why ain't she making a big deal about it? Use a little thick, little bottom-heavy motherfucking flight attendant. A real nigga gonna see you, and a real nigga gonna speak. A real nigga gonna let you know he touching down in Chicago. A real nigga gonna know you invited to come, what you trying to do. As soon as this plane shit stop, why don't you pull up? A real nigga gonna say it, and I'm that nigga. And I've done that, and I'm that nigga. Some of this stuff is obvious, man. Take care of your motherfucking self. You don't have no choice. Take care of yourself.
sorry. Crazy.
You guys have to see how men treat women that they don't find conventionally attractive in person in real time. It's actually so disgusting. Kind of turns me off from all men and very, very disrespectful. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I was in Washington with my friend, and we went out with some guys, and the guys were really cool. You know, they paid for our food, paid for our drinks, whatever. And it was really, you know, it was really nice. It was an experience. The guys are super polite, you know, complimenting us, whatever. My friend had knew them prior. I didn't know them, but they were really, really nice to me, you know, very friendly, asking a lot of questions. Oh, babe, what do you want? We got it, whatever. So from the dinner, because we had went to dinner, we had proceeded to go to the next location, which was a hookah lounge. So we went to that hookah lounge. And once we got to the hookah lounge, my friend was like, oh, I'm going to have another friend, you know, come, and she's going to link up with us. So the other friend, she came and she linked up with us. Sorry, guys. And once the friend got there, it's just like the vibes got weird. Everybody got quiet. The guys were looking at each other. And this was a beautiful black girl. I don't think it was anything wrong, but it's like, you know, I feel like when you don't fit a certain standard of beauty, men equate that to being ugly or society, you know, societal beauty standards. But there was nothing wrong with the girl. She was a gorgeous black girl. You get what I'm saying? Maybe because, like, I don't know, like, she had like a bald head or whatever, you know, and I don't know, maybe because she didn't have a 613 bust down, I don't know, or a jet black bust down, I don't know. They were just like, you know, whatever. So it's only two guys. So when she first meets the first guy didn't even want to shake her hand. You get what I'm saying? He's like turning his head like he's not even saying two words. And the other guy, when she goes to like reach in to shake his hand, he kind of moves his hands and does like Dr. Umar, like prayer hands. Gives her like prayer hands, like I don't really want to be touched. So the vibe was just weird. And they're looking at each other, exchanging glances, and they're laughing. And I'm thinking in my head, like, and they're looking at me because, like, I've got a big smile on my face because I'm a generally happy person. And I'm, like, peeping what's going on. So I'm, like, looking like, I think they thought that I was kind of in on the joke with them. But that's not me. I'm a girl's girl. So later on, me and my friend, the guys, we leave. And then I address the situation because I have a big mouth and I'm working on it, but whatever. So I addressed the situation. I was like, what happened back there? And they just get to like laugh and they think it's the funniest thing in the world. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I'm like, LOL, like, what's so funny? They're like, LOL, you peeped all of that. And I'm like, of course I peeped all of that. And they were like, LOL, like, you know, like just trying to like play it off. And I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't funny. And so it's funny because it's like, both of them were trying to like talk to me and exchange numbers with me, and it's like, I would never talk to y'all because I don't like how y'all date women. I don't like how y'all treat women. Like, that was a turn off. Like, not my type no more. because I feel like you should have respect for all women. I'm not saying I want a friendly man. I'm not saying I want to, I want to, a man that's always shaking somebody's hand or whatever, but I want a man that teaches women. I mean, not teaches women. I want a man that deals with all women with a certain level of respect. Because you didn't find her attractive, you didn't want to shake her hand. Like, that's corny. Get out of here. Like, that's not the vibe. That's ill. But I just wanted to get on TikTok and rant to you guys a little bit and let you know, and I wanted to know y'all ideologies on this as well, because I kind of think this type of behavior is disgusting and we need to call it out. Ill, gross. Anyway, have a good rest of you guys' day.
And now, here is the truth that needs to be said clearly. Attraction is personal, but respect is not optional. No one is owed desire, but everyone is owed basic dignity. The way a man treats women he's not attracted to says far more about his character.
Who deem women, they are not nice to you. They do not extend niceness to you. And there were a couple
being human, and the sooner
at risk of being essayed, because that sort of thing comes down at times to
share. To see you on the next one.
Wow.
So I made a video about how when men deem you unattractive, they are not nice to you. They do not extend niceness to you. And there were a couple comments that said, women do this too, and they absolutely do, but the execution is very different between genders. We don't talk enough about how women who are deemed unattractive by men are at risk of being essayed.
That is ridiculous. And I haven't seen this. I'm seeing it now. That is absurd. For her to say that, because of, so when men deem a woman unattractive, he's going to essay. That is that. I can't even begin to speak on that, man. I mean, what's there's so much misandry out here. It's so normal to be misandrous and to just hate men. Even unattractive women think men, because they're unattractive, they hate men. And it's make-up stuff. Guys who do that, I'm going to say on this again, men who essay women, they'll essay a man. And they do essay men. Their essay, it's about opportunity for them. It's about dominance. It's about control. That's the way their bodies are made. That's how they get excited. Many of these men are married. Men will be married. Look at Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was married. Harvey Weinstein was a married man, like 4 kids. Yeah, he still was out there doing stuff. I can't believe these women. This is TikTok. Social media got motherfuckers. They got people twisted, man. The shit they say. They'll just say anything, man. This woman said some ridiculous shit.
They are not nice to you. They do not extend niceness to you. And there were a couple comments that said, women do this too, and they absolutely do. But the execution is very different between genders. We don't talk enough about how women who are deemed unattractive by men are at risk of being essayed, because that sort of thing comes down at times to a lack of disrespect toward women. Men who deem women unattractive do not respect their autonomy. Men who do not find you attractive do not respect your autonomy.
Look at that woman. And she knows she ugly. And just talking like a motherfucking fool. She like that shit. She knows she ugly. Look at this ugly motherfucker talking crazy up here. They're at risk to be it. Man, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you, man.
They don't see you as somebody whose autonomy they have to respect. And what that looks like in practice is men assaulting women who they deem unattractive, and then justifying that.
You see, there's always these women claiming they sexual assault. It's always women. I mean, always these type women. Now, does it happen to them? Yeah, but the way she's making it like because they unattractive, men are looking to assault them. And I don't agree with that at all. That's nonsense.
In their heads, because they did not deem you attractive. And if you're not attractive, then why can't I touch you inappropriately?
That's ridiculous. This is, and then you sit here and I seen her on TikTok. I don't know her page. I seen her though. This is an influencer on there. She just talking crazy.
Why can't I respect your autonomy? That with women looks so much different in my opinion. With women, that typically looks like your mean girl girl group. What that just looks like is sometimes women being mean to you, but not necessarily abusive. With men, that sort of thing can very quickly turn into sexual abuse.
That's ridiculous. And for a man, it can turn into a lot because women have a lot of power over simps. So just say, for instance, even you, looking like the way you're looking right here, a guy comes up and asks you to dance, asks you, hey, let me holler at you for a minute. You don't like the guy. All you got to do is motion to men, simps, that you don't like this guy, and they'll assault that man. And then you're saying you didn't do it or women didn't do it. You did do it. You set it up. Because women have power over simps. Simps are the fly. You guys familiar with the Wizard of Oz? Simps are the flying monkeys of these witches of Oz right here. All she got to do is motion and them flying monkeys will come.
How I know? This is especially true for girls who are overweight. Yeah, for girls who have a disability. For girls who are dark-skinned. You see where I'm going with this? I would take women being mean to me if they don't find me attractive over men not respecting my autonomy. Men will use any opportunity to make sure you know that they're not attracted to you. Men are idiots. Any interaction a man has with a woman, he sees in his brain as a potential romantic interaction. So when you interact with a man and he does not find you attractive, you're wasting his time. Like, this is not the time and place for you to let me know that you don't find me attractive, bro. If you were a former smart girl in high school, then you know. To all my former smart girls, where you at? Do y'all remember group activities? Group projects? I used to get put with someone that...
This chick is just not... She's just not attractive. And she has a horrific attitude. She has a terrible... And whatever man deals with her, he deserves what he gets. Any man who deals with this, he deserves every bit of what he gets. This woman is horrific. This woman is wrong, bro. And she's mad too. Look at her. She's mad at niggas. This woman mad, bro. I don't know what done happened to her, but something done happened to her.
Challenged niggas. You're making fun of the way I look. I'm holding your potential grade in my hand. Like, you don't pass this without me. Men are so woman-centered to the point where they can't interact with women naturally. You know what I mean? Everything is a potential romantic connection with y'all. And if you're unattracted and you don't feel the romantic connection, then you don't respect the person. Why am I still attracted to men?
Okay, but on the real amount of men.
She's going through some other stuff too. She talking about why she attracted to men. Yeah, this chick is she going through something. She going through something, bro.
Naturally. You know what I mean? Everything is a potential romantic connection with y'all. And if you're unattracted and you don't feel the romantic connection, then you don't respect the person. Why am I still attracted to men?
You could attract a ton of men at 300.
Here we go. I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Hold on.
Without me. Men are so woman-centered to the point where they can't interact with women naturally. You know what I mean? Everything is a potential romantic connection with y'all. And if you're unattracted and you don't feel the romantic connection, then you don't respect the person. Why am I still attracted to men?
Okay, but on the real though, like,
Can we talk about how men just treat you so differently if they are unattracted to you, okay? Because just noticing the difference, like I used to be 20 pounds heavier. It was obvious in my face, it was obvious in my body, and just like the differences of how men treated me was just like they discarded me, like didn't want to talk to me as much, and just didn't treat me like a real person. Like, you know what I mean? And now that I lost like about 20 pounds, I just noticed a difference in how men will treat me. They just like are more careful with me. They're not so, dismissive. Mind you, there's going to be definitely some guys out there that will not find me attractive still. But because I think the difference is that I have lost the weight, like, in some ways, like they do treat me with a little bit more respect and like with just more care, if that makes sense. Like, and I really believe that like mid-sized girlies are just, treated a little differently. Like I was definitely a mid-sized girly, I had a tiny bit of a gut, and I just noticed how different it was like compared to now. And I'm telling you, like when men are not attracted to you, they have no use to be that nice to you. Okay. When they are nice to you, it's because they do find you attractive, or like they see like they can get something out of it, like sexual.
And this is TikTok and these are women, but still that's people. That's people. People treat attractive people better than people they deem unattractive. She's making it about men and women. No, that's people. They just treat a person who's deemed attractive can get away with more. One person can make the same mistakes as the next. A person who's considered attractive is going to be treated differently than a person who's assumed to be unattractive. And that's just that's the world we live in. That's the brainwashing we live under.
Maybe from you. So I'm telling you right now, you guys, like men are just not nice to you just to be nice to you. Like they're nice to you because most likely they are attracted to you. So just be aware of that and just like watch out for that, because it's just insane how these men think. Well, they're never just nice just to be nice. It's always like an agenda.
Please tell me if I'm wrong. You will only know who a man really is by seeing how he treats a woman he's not attracted to. It's very easy to treat a woman that you're attracted to or who you want to sleep with nice. You have an incentive to. A woman you don't find attractive, if a man treats her horribly, like literally for no reason, like he'll hold the door for a woman he's attracted to, and if there's a woman right behind her he don't find attractive, he let that door go. And it's similar for women too. She's all sweet to the guy she's attracted to, but give that man she's not attracted to that stink look. I'm just saying. Tell me if I'm wrong. What do you guys think?
One of the biggest lessons I ever learned, or harshest realities I ever, had to come to, is realizing that men do not care about your accomplishments as a woman. They don't care about your education. They don't care about your degrees. They don't care about how much money you're making. They don't care about, what businesses you're running. They don't care about any of that stuff. If they do not find you attractive, they will not go out of their way for you whatsoever. They will walk right past you to a beautiful woman. And the thing about it is, the sooner you like realize that and accept it, you won't even get like offended by it. Like, because the thing about it, men and women are just wired differently. A real man doesn't really have to care what a woman has going on. If he has, money, if he has education, all that kind of stuff, it's like, it's not like you can't even really fault it. Like, men have the luxury, because for the most part across, I don't even know if I go as far as saying like across the world, but for the most part in most communities, men make more money than women. So they have the luxury of being able to date for things outside of stability, even general, sometimes even compatibility. They can date for whatever reason they want to, whereas women, like, sometimes we're looking for other stuff. We can have $1 million in the bank. A lot of women would still want a man that has more money than them, or has something equal or something similar. I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women, because they're just scared, they know it makes them an easy target for men that are leeches and moochers and, just want to use them. But men, they just are wired differently. They can go after what's beautiful. So realizing that as a woman, I also had to come to the other harsh reality of what my grandmother told me when I was like maybe 14 or 15, she told me that you have to maintain your appearance as a woman until the day you die. And I know some of y'all are thinking like, well, damn, Taylor, you didn't listen. I don't wear makeup all the time, but I still kind of feel like I'm put together. I always have good hygiene. I always maintain, you know, a certain level of fitness. Y'all know my mother died. She had a stroke when I was 13. So I always try to maintain a certain level of fitness. But she told me that you have to be it all, or like you have to, like, you can be funny, you can be smart, you can be strong, you can be, you know, like all of these other things, but you can never neglect your appearance in the process. And coming to that realization, like, wow, as a woman, you always have to maintain your appearance, because
why not? Okay, what's the alternative? You're a woman, you don't want to maintain your appearance. Now, one thing I've seen about this series of unattractive women is that that's not a big deal to them. They don't care about making their appearance an important part of their existence. They don't care. They're real nonchalant about it. And they don't understand, okay, a man, what's in it for the man? What's in it for the man? You want to date a man, you ugly? What's in it for the man? You're an ugly woman. What's in it for him? You got a bad attitude to go with that?
it's just, there's so much currency in a woman's appearance. And I'm going to tell you one other thing. My grandmother is 94 years old. She's a woman who's always taking care of herself physically. She always told me, don't let your kids stress you out. Don't let your husband stress you out. Don't let your job stress you out. And I'm telling you right now, every time I go out with my grandmother, she always gets compliments on her looks. People never believe her age. She gets hit on by men. At 94 years old, she's still getting hit on, which is crazy to me. But it happens. And I understand now that, like, beautiful women are always going to have...
Yeah, 94, that's a thirsty dude there. On some real shit, if a dude is... If you really out here trying to push up on women in their 90s, Brian, I mean, like that, like you see a woman in her 90s and you seriously out here trying to holler, that's some thirsty shit, bro. Don't tell me you can't tell. Are you damn? You can tell. 90s? You can tell somebody in their 90s, man. You can tell a woman that's 90 plus years old. And you out here trying to push up on it, a 90-year-old woman. That's some other shit, bro. Y'all niggas be on some other shit.
Have options. Okay? So, like, at the very most, a man who can get a beautiful woman that's also smart, funny, and all that other stuff, he's gonna feel like he hit the jackpot. But if you're a woman that never really puts much effort into their appearance, you don't maintain your fitness, you don't really, try to dress in a way that's, where you at least look polished. You don't have to wear makeup. You don't have to look like a Barbie doll. Some people prefer a more natural look. You don't have to have a super exaggerated body or anything like that either. But if you don't look put together or they don't find you attractive, it's hard, like, dating.
I debated whether or not I wanted to post about this conversation topic because I feel like not only is it a touchy subject, but it's quite jarring, the response that this topic has been getting. People, specifically women, coming online to acknowledge the fact that by society they are deemed as ugly, and you guys are coming on here being like, well, I don't think any woman should call themselves like, are you guys okay? It's giving dense. More importantly, it's giving willfully dense. Because my thing is that we come on this here internet every other day to talk about pretty privilege in every way, shape, or form. In every way, shape, or form. We just had a conversation about the Victoria's Secret models not having, their bodies aren't unrealistic enough, right? Right? We have look maxers. All of this stuff about how to be pretty, how to do this, so that you too can benefit from pretty privilege, or whatever the case may be, right? We talk about it all the freaking time, so much so it makes my, I'm over it. I'm over it. Yet the minute that women come on here, coming from the other side, right, to share their stories, to talk about the reality that a lot of women face, a lot of people face. Y'all want to see her, I don't think any woman should be calling themselves. What is wrong?
Well, our society doesn't accept women calling themselves ugly. She's being ridiculous. Our society just is, we're not made, we're not configured where women, that's a conversation about women. That's an insult. That's an insult. In our society, you know, for the greater good, they don't consider women ugly.
What's wrong with y'all? It's giving dense. It's giving willfully dense. Because what do you expect someone to do? To sit here and pretend like the way that we aren't treated by society isn't like a really, really important part of our, I don't know, life experience is ridiculous. And if someone is coming on this here internet to let y'all know that by society they're treated as ugly, and y'all sitting here talking about well, everyone is beautiful, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. And sometimes I think it's best to not talk, and to not speak, and to listen, and to let these people.
This woman right here, she own one, ain't it? They be getting in their car, bro. They be going at it. TikTok got motherfuckers. They got motherfuckers in their car mad. Motherfuckers be mad up in there. Beauty is subjective. If a woman thinks she's ugly just by the fact that she thinks that she's ugly, she's unattractive to 90% of men. People are saying don't call yourself ugly because it's the tail wags the dog. When you do that, the tail wags the dog. You're basically saying you're ugly, so therefore you're ugly. That's what people are saying. Men are saying, okay, you look like you look. And she's saying women need to be on here saying it. Well, they on there, though.
Share their truths. Share their perspective. Because we see enough perspective from pretty people all the freaking time. Or people who want to be pretty. Or looks maxers. Or everybody else in between. We see enough of their perspective. But the second someone coming from a different perspective opens their mouth and shares the reality of what it's like living their life, being them, all of a sudden, now we shouldn't talk about it. Now it's a touchy subject. Now no woman should come on this here internet to call themselves ugly. It's giving dense. It's giving dense. It really is.
Women coming on here and talking about what it's like when society has deemed you as ugly, only to get the response to like, no, I don't think you're ugly. Like, you shouldn't call yourself that. And like, you're like actually really pretty. I think that we as a society are very uncomfortable when the topic centers around ugliness. This world has set up an ugly, pretty dichotomy, and we only ever want to hear from the people that we understand to be ugly when they are talking about prettiness. This is why.
Let me tell you though, and this is truth. Everything, every one of these women is doing, right, is the opposite of what they should be doing. And that's fine. But they also have the same traits, the same exact traits towards men that they're complaining about. And they know it. They're not going to admit that, though. They're not going to admit that the wrong dude coming up to them, they're going to have a problem with. They're mad. Most of this is 99% of this is they can't get the man they want. So they would rather feel sorry for himself. Yeah, self-deprecation. They would rather feel sorry for themselves than go out here and get the man.
We can talk about pretty privilege and unrealistic body standards in media all the time, and it doesn't cause this level of backlash. People viewed as ugly are otherized in our society. And when I say otherized, I mean that in a very existential way, in that we do not consider their subjecthood. We conceive of ugly people as existing only in relation to pretty people, and we expect that that relation is jealousy. So to hear ugly people expressing valid grievances about prettiness does not nearly upset our social understanding of how ugly should act as ugliness.
Ugly is unattractive, okay, and what do you got to do with pretty people? What does being an ugly person have to do with a pretty person? You got to live your life too. And that's the thing. That's the whole point. You're an ugly person trying to do what? Change the world we live in. How you going to do that? When you not dating ugly men. You're not dating an ugly man. So if you're not dating an ugly man, why you bitching about people calling you ugly? This is entitlement, bro.
Talking about what it is to actually experience being ugly. Whether or not you think or are willing to say that someone is ugly has absolutely no bearing on the fact that they have experienced being ugly in this society. And the only reason you feel that that is necessary to bring up is because you desperately do not want us to have a conversation about ugliness from the mouths of people who are primarily affected by it. A conversation.
What's the conversation? You ugly, okay. What's there to have? You're not going to talk a dude into fucking with you. That ain't going to happen. You don't have sex. You're ugly motherfucker. She said, hold up, the key thing is they're calling themselves that. It's not me. I'm not calling them. I haven't called none of them like that. They're calling themselves that.
That is absolutely necessary if we actually want to dismantle the system of hierarchy that has been created, rather than just simply increasing the amount of people that are included in the privileged sphere.
Why are we gaslighting people who come on here and make videos about their experience being ugly? Well, your favorite song is about being the baddest bitch. Well, your favorite artist is singing about having the smallest waist. And you find it odd that some people will be out here feeling unattractive and feel like they have been treated differently. In this, we will be the same women who will join a mentoring program to mentor young women, forgetting that those young women who continue to live their lives without any type of affirmation will eventually turn into the women who post on social media about feeling unattractive and their experience being the oddball out. But yeah, we get on here and say, I would never make a video now. Why would I ever make a video? Well, clearly that's because you're confident. Clearly that's because you love yourself. Clearly that's because you know you're beautiful. But not everybody has that same experience and that level of confidence. And to say that it's odd, people come on here and share their deepest, darkest secrets and get millions of views and affirmation in the comment section. There are millions of different conversations happening right now at this very moment on TikTok. But yeah, we're going to bully people about their experience being bullied. I don't like that, y'all. That ain't right. It's almost gaslighting. And it's unconscious bias. And coming from somebody who was bullied about being unattractive and kind of grew into my own beauty and loving myself, I completely understand what those young ladies are saying. But the response was kind of crazy. If you don't agree, say nothing at all.
What happens when people openly talk about being ugly or unattractive? Is systemic behavior into a
ugliness is
on it.
I'm talking about politically ugly people. We live in a society that has desirability, right? Desirability politics, right? So people being ugly is real because people being considered sexy, beautiful, fine, conventionally attractive is real. How do we know that this is real? There are lived experiences that come with what it means to be categorized as beautiful. So when ugly people get to come on here, I saw this beautiful, and I'm describing her as beautiful because she's beautiful to me, but she is politically ugly person come on here and talk about what it means to be the ugly friend. And somebody in the comments was like, stop saying that you're ugly because you're not ugly, you're really beautiful. And you as a man think you, so shall you be. Like, because you think you're ugly, that's what the world is going to reflect back onto you. No, somebody was being vulnerable about their real live experiences of being an ugly friend or being an ugly person, and the first thing you want to do is censure your guilt around the fact that somebody is calling themselves ugly. Ugliness is real. We know that it's real because people use the word ugly to describe people. And so there are experiences, no matter what category you're in, that will affirm whether or not that is true. For instance, generally speaking, if you are a conventionally attractive person in looks and physically, right? The more conventionally attractive you are, because you can have a pretty face, but you might not have a conventionally attractive body, right? And so therefore, how you experience your desirability will be different. Anyway, If you got a body T, conventionally attractive face, you will get into bars for free if you are perceived to be a woman, right, or identify as a woman. You will get free drinks, right? You will get into the club for free. People want to do things for you for free. Like, where people want to give you things for free. People want to labor for you. People think you're cool. People will endure your nasty attitude or when you don't feel good. People want to care for you because of how you look. You will get jobs because of how you look. You will get housing because of how you look. You will have more success in whatever area you're in if you are, right, perceived as a beautiful person. Now, to be clear, that doesn't mean that unconventionally attractive people will never experience anything that I just said, but it does mean that the reason why they're experiencing it won't be because of their looks. It could be because somebody is choosing to be kind, or maybe somebody has chosen to decenter desirability in a particular way. But generally speaking, in the world, if you are beautiful, you will have quote unquote beautiful experiences, right? And benefits, pretty privilege, correct? When ugly people get on here and they talk about the ways that y'all treat them, y'all want to deny it. In the same ways that white people refuse to corroborate the experiences of those whom they oppress. Y'all do the same thing with ugly people. Stop trying to convince people who are actually ugly that they're not ugly, and start to reflect about how you treat ugly people. Because the request is not that people tell us so much that we're beautiful, so much so that the request is one, to be heard, right? To be believed. And that if you so care about ugly people, right? If you care about humanity, that you will think about the way that you treat people and be more cognizant of how others treat those whom they don't want to have sex with or want to date. That's not for y'all to, oh, let me help boost your confidence by telling you you're cute. You can tell me I'm cute all fucking day long, and then I'll be like, great. You may think I'm cute. You may think I'm a cutie patootie. I'm adorable. You may think I'm sexy. You may think I'm fine. You catch me on the right day, I look like a siren. Okay? But that doesn't help pay my bills. That doesn't give me the experiences of conventionally attractive femmes. It doesn't get people wanting to pay for me to get my nails done, or my feet done, or to look cute, or to get dressed up, or for people to buy me clothes just because. It just frustrates me that y'all get on here and tell ugly people that they cute, as if telling them that they cute is a solution or gonna change the political landscape of what it means to be ugly.
Ugly punishment is real. And I hate the fact that people are trying to gaslight people coming on this app talking about experiencing ugly punishment. And it's mainly women gaslighting other women. I don't notice that the man them not say nothing because the man them know say it true. And I told a story a few weeks ago about when I was in high school, and I'm just going to tell the story again. When I was in high school, I was friends with this group of girls, and they used to always hang out with these boys. And these boys used to always tell me I'm ugly. Every single day, these boys used to tell me I'm ugly. Never skip a beat, them tell me I'm ugly. Then one day, me and my business, and the group leader for the boy them came to me when I was by myself and I was not with those girls. And he said to me, your friends do not like you. Me, because I am only like 14 years old. I remember my exact age. I am only like 14 years old. I didn't catch on to what he was saying, but it took me up until I was like 24, 25 to catch on to what he was saying. He said my friends did not like me. And the reason why my friends pretend to defend me when he crack on me is because they don't want to seem like bad people. Because he would crack on me and they would laugh and they would be like, oh my gosh, stop. Oh my gosh, she is pretty. And those same group of girls, after these boys bully me and everything and me start crying cause my feelings hurt. Oh, don't listen to them. You're beautiful, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I went to Jamaica for the summer. And when I came back from Jamaica for the summer, people no longer thought that I was unattractive and people no longer thought that I was ugly. People started considering me pretty. Like I said, I don't know what happened during the summer when I went to Jamaica and come back, but people started finding me attractive. We started hanging out with another group of boys, and those group of boys were interested in me. They were attracted to me. They were asking for my number. They were offering to walk me places. And you know what happened? I would go on Facebook and I would see posts about me. Those same girls would be posting, because I was very skinny, that stick, we're going to beat her with a stick. She thinks she is so cute because the boys like her. Those same groups of girls.
Men are fickle. Men.
How gaslighting works.
To me, your friends do not like you. Me, because I am only like 14 years old. I remember my exact age. I am only like 14 years old. I didn't catch on to what he was saying, but it took me up until I was like 24, 25 to catch on to what he was saying. He said my friends did not like me. And the reason why my friends pretend to defend me when he crack on me is because they don't want to seem like bad people. Because he would crack on me and they would laugh and they would be like, oh my gosh, stop. Oh my gosh, she is pretty. And those same group of girls, after these boys bully me and everything and me start crying cause my feelings hurt. Oh, don't listen to them. You're beautiful, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I went to Jamaica for the summer. And when I came back from Jamaica for the summer, people no longer thought that I was unattractive and people no longer thought that I was ugly. People started considering me pretty. Like I said, I don't know what happened during the summer when I went to Jamaica and come back, but people started finding me attractive. We started hanging out with another group of boys, and those group of boys were interested in me. They were attracted to me. They were asking for my number. They were offering to walk me places. And you know what happened? I would go on Facebook and I would see posts about me. Those same girls would be posting, because I was very skinny, that stick, we're going to beat her with a stick. She thinks she is so cute because the boys like her. Those same groups of girls who used to comfort me, who used to tell me not to listen to the boys, I'm pretty. When I actually became pretty to other people, they did not like it. And that's how women like that are. Those women, gaslighting those women, are the same type of women, because they prefer to tell you that you're attractive because it makes them seem like a nice person, or because they think that it's the right thing to do. But they love it. They love it when you receive ugly punishment. They love it when people call you ugly. They love it when people treat you ugly, because it makes them feel like they're pretty. But the fake feminine girls, that's another conversation. Don't look for my bed. My bed needs to spread. I'm about to go to sleep after I take a shower anyway, so it's whatever. But those fake feminine girls, they have to put on this fake persona that they're a nice person, and they think everybody is beautiful. They think everything is cute. They think everything. That's how they are, bro. That's how they are. So they're not going to call you ugly to your face, and they're not going to directly call you ugly. They're going to call you ugly in the sweetest way. The sweetest way possible. And then when you call it out, they're going to gaslight you and tell you that you're talking down on yourself. That's, bro.
There you go. There you go. More ugly women complaining, man. And the one on the last, this last particular woman, she makes a good point. People want you to stay. They want you to stay in a certain position. And we're extremely superficial society. She's making a great point. We're very superficial. You could say to a fault. We're just very superficial society. This woman catching holy hell. These women catching holy hell. Being hypocrites. They do the same thing to men. This one right here. Yeah, I don't even think this chick I don't even think she likes men. Yeah, and see, she don't understand. A lot of them are projecting everything that they're yelling about. They're projecting that to other people. The way they carry themselves, the way they come across. Men see that. Men are less likely to want to deal with them because they have a lot of pent up anger, a lot of pent up rage. Why would a man want to deal with that? Why would a man want that in his life? But as immature and childish as it is, this shit is real. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. And we out.